Throughout history, humanity has always been fascinated and terrified by what it cannot explain. Phenomena that defy the laws of physics, strange events captured in photos, audio, or written testimonies, and mysteries that science still struggles to unravel. Are these manifestations mere tricks of perception, coincidences wrapped in superstition? Or are they undeniable evidence that reality, as we know it, is far more complex and mysterious than we dare to imagine? Prepare yourself, because the journey we're about to embark on will challenge everything you think you know. Our story begins with one of the most infamous cases of documented paranormal activity, the Enfield poltergeist. In the late 1970s, a modest house in the suburbs of London became the stage for inexplicable events. Furniture moving on its own, disembodied voices echoing through the walls, and objects levitating in plain sight. What makes this case so compelling is the sheer volume of documentation. Photographs, recordings, and dozens of witnesses, including skeptical police officers, attested to the authenticity of the phenomena. But the question persists, were these truly supernatural events, or a meticulously orchestrated hoax? Traveling back in time, we arrive at the case of the Bell Witch, one of the oldest and most terrifying legends of the United States. In the early 1800s, the Bell family in Tennessee was tormented by an invisible force that whispered threats, threw objects, and even physically assaulted family members. What makes this legend particularly intriguing is that the phenomenon was recorded in official documents, letters, and even court reports of the time. How could such detailed records exist if everything were merely superstition? Or does this point to something far more sinister? In the realm of mass apparitions, the Fatima miracle in Portugal, 1917, stands as one of the most documented supernatural occurrences in history. More than 70,000 people gathered to witness what came to be called the miracle of the sun. Eyewitnesses reported seeing the sun dance in the sky, emit colorful lights, and approach the earth in an inexplicable zigzag motion. Scientists at the time tried to rationalize the event, but to this day, no satisfactory explanation has been found. Could so many people have simultaneously hallucinated, or was it something far beyond our comprehension? Across the Atlantic, we encounter the mysterious phenomenon of the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall. This spectral figure, photographed in 1936 descending the grand staircase of an English mansion, became one of the most famous ghost images ever captured. Photography experts of the time analyzed the negative and found no signs of manipulation. Skeptics argue about reflections or camera defects, yet the image remains a chilling testament to something that, to this day, defies a definitive explanation. What was truly captured in that photo? Moving to Japan, the legend of the Tekateak is a chilling example of how paranormal phenomena intertwine with cultural fears. Witnesses claim to have seen a ghostly figure crawling with her hands, her body severed at the waist, emitting a disturbing metallic sound as she approaches. Unlike many urban legends, several police reports cite accidents involving victims who claim to have seen something seconds before the tragedy. Are these mere coincidences, or could fear itself manifest into reality in some inexplicable way? Another puzzling phenomenon occurred in the Dyatlov Pass incident, in the Russian Ural Mountains in 1959. 9 experienced hikers were found dead under mysterious and brutal circumstances. Some had internal injuries equivalent to a car crash, others were missing eyes or tongues, yet no external wounds were present. Their tent was torn open from the inside, and radiation was found on their clothes. For decades, researchers, military experts, and paranormal investigators have speculated: avalanche, secret weapon tests, or perhaps something far more otherworldly? Turning our gaze to the skies, we confront the enigmatic phenomenon of the Hessdalen lights in Norway. Since the 1980s, locals and scientists alike have documented mysterious lights dancing over the valley, floating, accelerating, and disappearing without warning. The lights have been captured in photos, videos, and even radar readings. Numerous scientific expeditions tried to uncover the cause, but no conclusive answer emerged. Are they natural plasma formations, unknown atmospheric phenomena, or signals from something not of this earth? In Mexico, the island of the dolls presents a haunting mystery. Covered in decaying dolls hanging from trees, the island was created by a man named Don Julian, who claimed he was tormented by the spirit of a drowned girl. Visitors and journalists who dared to visit report hearing whispers, seeing doll eyes move, and experiencing sudden drops in temperature. Even audio recordings have captured voices when no one was present. Is it the psychological impact of the place? Or does the island truly harbor something beyond our understanding? Another phenomenon that has baffled skeptics and believers alike is the EVP electronic voice phenomenon. Across the world, investigators record seemingly empty environments only to later hear whispers, voices, or cries that were not perceived at the moment. Some EVPs are clear enough to carry entire sentences, often responding to questions posed by investigators. If these voices are not from the living, then who or what is speaking from the other side? In Italy, the story of the Poveglia Island is particularly unsettling. Known as one of the most haunted places on Earth, this island was once a quarantine zone for plague victims and later an asylum for the mentally ill. Visitors report hearing screams, footsteps, and seeing shadowy figures. Photographs taken often reveal silhouettes not seen by the naked eye. Could the agony of thousands of souls truly leave an imprint on a place? Or are we merely projecting our fears onto forgotten ruins? In the United States, the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum holds a reputation for documented paranormal occurrences. Built in the 19th century, it housed thousands of patients under inhumane conditions. Today, ghost hunters report apparitions, doors slamming shut on their own, and sudden changes in temperature. Some of these phenomena have been captured on thermal cameras and audio recordings. Are these echoes of pain and suffering lingering in the walls, or is something else at play here? The Winchester Mystery House in California is a labyrinth of staircases leading to nowhere, doors that open into brick walls, and windows overlooking other rooms. Built by Sarah Winchester under the belief that she was haunted by the spirits of those killed by the Winchester rifles, the house stands as physical evidence of her obsession and possibly her torment. Visitors and employees frequently report apparitions, cold spots, and disembodied footsteps. Is this house a monument to paranoia, or to something far more real? In Scotland, the Greyfriars Kirkyard Cemetery holds a sinister reputation. Visitors claim to be scratched, pushed, or even knocked unconscious by an invisible force. This phenomenon is so recurrent that local authorities had to close certain sections of the cemetery. Paranormal investigators have recorded thermal anomalies, unexplained sounds, and sudden electromagnetic spikes. Are these manifestations evidence of malevolent entities, or can fear itself manifest into physical experiences? Heading to Eastern Europe, the Hoia Baciu forest in Romania is often dubbed the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania. Visitors report strange lights, sudden feelings of dread, and even time distortions. Photographs show shadow figures and unexplained orbs of light. Scientists who studied the area found abnormal magnetic readings and radioactive traces. Could this be a portal to another dimension? Or is it simply a case of natural anomalies misunderstood by human perception? Closer to modern technology, the case of the SOS messages from the doomed ship SS Orang Medan in the 1940s remains an unsolved mystery. Radio operators picked up a chilling distress call: all officers, including the captain, are dead, lying in chart room and bridge. Possibly whole crew dead. When rescuers found the ship, every crew member was indeed dead, faces frozen in terror, with no signs of injury. Before an investigation could begin, the ship exploded and sank. Was it a freak accident, or was there something unnatural aboard? And finally, we arrive at the phenomenon of shadow people. All over the world, individuals report seeing humanoid figures made of pure darkness, often lurking at the edge of vision. These entities are described as featureless silhouettes, sometimes with red eyes, and induce a paralyzing sense of dread. Witnesses across continents, cultures, and decades report eerily similar experiences. Could they be manifestations of interdimensional beings, psychological phenomena, or something even more disturbing?